At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good morning to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are in good spirit. A carpenter was gunned down while on the job in Waterloo District, Spanish Town, St. Catherine last night. He has been identified as 41-year-old Devon Reese, otherwise called Bonup, who was a resident of the area. Reports are that about 7:30 p.m., Reese was working on a wooden structure on the side of a road when a Toyota Probox drove up and occupant fired shots, hitting him all over his body. Me people, wanna see what is going on. A whole heap more killing going on, but me don't know that it now come out in the paper. The paper now put it out. Me don't know if I tell them or tell them or what, but a whole heap of killing going on, my wisdom warriors. A whole heap of killing. This is why you see them all over the place. Say them a do curfew. This is why you see them all over the place at the curfew. But a lot of killing is happening. A lot of killing. Why? I just ask God to intervene because things are getting really serious. 2 St. Catherine men charged for stealing over 1.2 million in online transaction from a man's National Commercial Bank credit card are to reappear in the parish court on March 18. Tyrese Hamilton, 25, and Maka Simit, 21, are charged with unauthorized access to computer data, simple larceny, and conspiracy to defraud. They were remanded when they appeared in court on Friday. So I hope the Jamaican people seeing what is going on, because these two persons steal 1.2 million and on see so they have been charged and them are going to go prison. I saw we want Andrew Wellness. I saw we want Marissa Dalrymple to go to prison, and the rest are the 70 of them. I saw we want them to go to prison. You understand? It's like when a government official thief, everything good. Everything good. Anytime a politician thief anything, everything good. But when a normal citizen thief, on a sister, them have to go to prison. So how when them thief, it is okay for them not go prison. But when a normal citizen thief, they have to go prison. It can't work so. A thief is just a thief. A thief is just a thief. You understand me? And they all need to go to prison. This is why me I show you this, my people. This is why me I show on this. Look how much money. Look how much money them thief, all Andrew Wellness, all the taxpayer money. Look at the healthcare system. Where is the 700 billion? One things that we forget? Tufton, you think we forget? Andrew, you think we forget? We not forget nothing. So one can come out and talk on a talk. Yeah, and I trick the people them. And the people them are fool if you sit down and I listen to uno. Because the people they see what is going on, The people they see what is going on. Only some of them you can't trick. Because none of them are just idiot. You know, my wisdom warriors, you have some people who just a born idiot and a born fool. All when they see say you do wrong, them still a pick up for you. You know, so them a born idiot. But me know some my Jamaican people sensible. Me know that. You understand? All we have to do is trust and believe. All we have to do, my people, are trust and believe. Look how Desmond Mackenzie come out other day and say the house them belongs to the government. Remember, I know that thing come out and say, the house belongs to the government. And you have some labor writers say, oh, the house built on government land. Government not have no land. Government not give, not build no house, give no old people upon no land. That is a lie. You have to have your land. You have to have your land, forget us. If you don't have your land, you not get no house. I don't know where I want to come from. I want to come from mighty God of Daniel. But really and truly, though, my people, I want to understand what is going on. Yeah? Me tell you, I want to check the government website. You understand? Check the government website. When you hear them come out and talk, don't listen to them. Them are lied. Them are lied. Me hear Andrew Onless come out and I say some things Me have to really wonder. Me hear the man say the people them would have really fool if them voting back PNP. Me couldn't believe it when me hear Andrew Holness say that. And Andrew Holness knows him out here a lie to the Jamaican people. Mighty God, my people, me want to hear this because me just see the Observer put out this and we have to get to the bottom of these things. Recently, the Jamaican government has faced unwarranted criticism following a scandal involving sprint legend Usain Bolt and the alleged misappropriation of his funds through Stocks and Securities Limited, which we call SSL. While it is understandable that emotions run high in the wake of such a significant financial fraud, attempts to shift blame onto the government are misplaced and politically motivated, especially with the general election constitutionally due this September. My wisdom warriors, an observer put out this. You understand and say it is a letter. That means that they must say somebody write a letter. I don't even know what they are saying here. Yeah? But really and truly, let me tell you something, Jamaican people. The government should get the blame. You know why? The government knew that they were lacking. The government knew that money was missing. Listen to me. The government knew all these things. But yet, they renew their license, don't it? Them renew it. My wisdom warriors, the government of Jamaica knew that there were irregularities going on and they did nothing. They did nothing. Them knew and the likes of them no know. Remember, say them regulate them, you know. Remember, say them regulate them at the FSC, which is in Andrew Holness' office, which is the government, and them regulate SSL. And they knew that there was irregularities going on there, and they did nothing. So really and truly, the government supposed to hold accountable for this, you know. Yes, man, and them will be held accountable for it. No, sir, this not right. And on top of that, my people, remember say, you know, the CEO leave the company, you know, and they never investigate him. Remember good, you know, Jamaica. Remember good. Me can't understand how people no want with blame the FSC, which is a government entity. We don't need to know these things. Labor right, me tell you, say, we're not ready for this topic, yeah. Uno not ready because if Uno can make Desmond Mackenzie come out and tell you the truth, so the horse belong to the government, and then can come back out and tell Uno say a lie PNP a tell pa him and Uno believe, Uno not ready for bold conversation. Uno for go sit down. Uno not ready for this type of conversation. Uno not ready for bold conversation. Uno need to go sit on the ass down. Uno a follower. Uno no leader. Uno a follower. My wisdom warriors, Nigel Clark, which was the former finance minister, he got a report from the institution. He got a report from the institution and he knew what was going on there. But he totally put it down and he never care about it. He take the report and he no look on it. You know why? Because the whole of them mix up in it. He take the report and after that, you know, Andrew Holness him decide say he might go withdraw from SSL. And that him do. And then when you look, you see a huge amount of money transferred to Andrew Holness' account. Why was that? The government made it illegal for cash transaction over $1 million, but haven't put in place any safeguards for customers. Then on get up every day and talk about FinSac, on sick now no head. This is worse than FinSac because the amount of money gone missing. This worse than FinSac. Hello, my people, take in Marky G.
Ready, and they want change. And he can't deliver change because he is the reason they want change. So, Buck, you know what you have to do, and you are doing it. Comrades and friends here in West Central St. Andrew, I say to you, back this man, because he is going to make sure that Andrew Holness buck him too. This buck. And comrades, all elections are won on the ground. And we can do what is necessary on the ground.
And we just have to get out there and blow a little on those embers that have been quietly glowing but not bursting into flames for 20 odd years, and just blow on them again and remind them of from whence they came and what the PNP has done in the past for them and what Paul Lennox Buchanan will do for them when given the chance. And I give him my full support, which is why I've been here this afternoon into tonight, because I respect West Central St. Andrew. And I know that your time is coming to shine brightly again. Comrades, while I'm here, I want to big up your counselor for the Malines Division, who has waved the standard and raised the standard and been our standard bearer for so many terms as your counselor. And I speak of none other than Patrick Roberts. Comrade Patrick, as a man from Craigtown in South St. Andrew, who has been doing the work here in the Malines Division, respect you. And I thank you for your service and for your continued service and for being part of Team Buck to take back West Central for the People's National Party. Comrades, there are a couple of things I want to speak about tonight in particular. You know, it pains my heart when I see what this government is doing to the great sprinting legend of Jamaica, Usain Bolt. It is a disgrace. The man invested his money for his retirement in an institution regulated by the Jamaican regulatory body for investments in the country. And there was a massive fraud going on in there. Nigel Clark was Minister of Finance. When the report come to his office about the problems, he put the report in a cupboard and forget about it. Andrew Holness had money in there. And Andrew Holness take out his money before the thing collapsed and leave Bolt and others to suffer the massive losses of, in his case, millions and millions of hard-earned US dollars that he raised through his exploits on the track to bring glory to Jamaica. What can go so? What can go so? Well, I'm here to tell you that when we form government, no stone will be left unturned to chase down that money for Mr. Bolt and the others. No stone will be left unturned. This lackadaisical approach, dragging the thing out, we can't get any information. We want the reports. We want the Crow reports to see what has happened. And there must be a commission of inquiry into the regulatory failures that would allow an institution like that, licensed to deal in securities and manage people's money, to have been operating for years, carrying out such massive fraud, and the regulator let them go ahead and let them go ahead until it was too late. We are going to get to the bottom of it because we respect the people involved who have put their money in Jamaica, and to the diaspora and others overseas. We need to send the signal that we take it seriously and that Jamaica is a place where you can come and invest your money. And this government is letting the people down and letting the side down, and it is a disgrace. But the issue I wanted to talk about is the Integrity Commission. Now, we all know that the Integrity Commission has said in their annual report that there are 8 members of Parliament under investigation for corruption. The offense is called illicit enrichment. When you have garnered assets way beyond your income and you can't show any lawful means by which you acquire those assets, that is a criminal offense. And the first one to come to Parliament in a report, I think it was in September last year, was none other than your member of Parliament, who happens to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And the Integrity Commission said because he failed to provide them with information they needed. They couldn't complete their investigation. And the matter should be referred to the Financial Investigations Division, which is the entity in Jamaica that investigates financial crimes, and to Tax Administration Jamaica. And of course, while all that was going on, the labourites were getting very jumpy and bummy. And they started to attack the institution itself, the Integrity Commission, established under legislation that they passed. Now I'm here to tell you, that legislation says that the commissioners other than the Auditor General are appointed by the Governor General of Jamaica. Now our Governor General was off on leave for a period of time, but I'm happy to hear he's going to be back in office tomorrow morning. And I say to our Governor General, Excellency, do the right thing. We know some vacancies are coming up. Make sure that no political hacks, no strongly politically affiliated people are appointed commissioners of the Integrity Commission, because that institution needs to be protected. And we know that 8 of these MPs are likely to be Labourites. And I hear in today's paper, I think it was today, where some undisclosed JLP parliamentarian told the journalists that they're approaching the appointment strategically. There's no strategy involved in this. All that matters is that reputable, competent, independent persons are appointed who have no axe to grind other than to get to the truth and to uphold the institution and to try and rid Jamaica of the scourge of corruption. So I say to the Labourites, take your grubby hands off of the Integrity Commission and stop interfering with that institution and let it do its work. Comrades, the next PNP government is going to have a whole lot to do. A whole heap of the country needs a new direction. It will be a direction that builds on the successes. Many of the successes of the last 10 to 15 years were originated by the hard work of the People's National Party under Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller, with Dr. Peter David Phillips as finance minister. We were the ones who passed all those IMF tests by passing the legislation required to reform the tax system and the commercial architecture of the country, so that we could start to generate the revenues to bring down the debt of the country and make the debt sustainable. And we are there. But the country needs to move forward because the people are suffering. And there's a lack of hope. So many Jamaicans are just aspiring to leave our shores because they don't believe they can make it in life here. We have to reverse that. We have to fix the education system. Early childhood and primary in particular, teacher training. We have to fix the training system so that young people get trained in the right things that can give them proper jobs, well-paying jobs. They talk about the unemployment rate is a record low, but many of those jobs are minimum wage or close to minimum wage, and many of the people in them don't have benefits. And it's not in keeping with the decent work agenda work of the ILO. Comrades. We have to fix our agriculture. That's why I put the General Secretary in the agriculture portfolio, because he's going to bring passion and energy to it, like he's brought to running the People's National Party as General Secretary, and has helped me to bring it to where it is today, where we are ahead and where the people are saying, come Marky G, time come, we want change, we want a better Jamaica, we need hope, and we are putting our trust in you. Do not fail us. Do the right thing. And comrades, that is what I'm here to do. I'm here to work.
Some people wanna hear what Mark Golding say. Wanna know say we have to stand firm. Remember say a whole lot more things, the labor right, them are gonna come out and say, Remember say the labor right there after the PNP, Una can clearly see, all the police, them, them are harass the PNP people, them, some of the police, not all of them. But what I want everybody to do, I wonder if the whole Jamaica hear me. I hope the whole Jamaica hear me. I want all of the undecided voters, all of the PNP massive, all the well-thinking Jamaicans, all the labor rights. Me want to go out and vote for Mark Golding. Mark Golding is the way. PNP is the way. Me I tell you, my people, you can't trust Andrew Holness. Say Andrew Holness a plan for take away the whole of our land. Andrew Holness a plan for keep public sector wages. Andrew Holness a plan for remove the redundancy from labor laws. We can't afford that. Plus the economy is declining. Favour Williams come out other day and say it out our own mouth. Jamaica in a trouble and we need to take back our Jamaica from the government. This government is a corrupted government. We need to take back with sweet Jamaica. We need to take it back. You can clearly see how the government of Jamaica is ungrateful. They are so ungrateful, my people. We can't allow these people to stay in power. If we allow them to stay in power, we're in a trouble, Jamaica. Serious trouble. So, what I want to do, I want to go out. I want to go register. You need to register from now. I think it's up until the 31st of March. So, I want to run out and make sure that you register. Because guess what? When time comes for you to vote, you can vote, my people. All right? So, no matter how Andrew Holness are oppressed, because we know that them are oppressed. Listen. The reason why I say Andrew Holness, is because the JCF them out to oppress the people, them, When them go on and do them curfew, them are oppress the people, them, You understand me? So you see, when them are oppress, me I beg, hold on and have faith. Hold on and have faith. Anything then throw at so we are going to hold on and we are stand firm. Because guess what? In the long run, it are going to make things better for we. So my wisdom warriors, what me want to do for me right now, me want to like up this video. Me want to share out this video. Me want to subscribe to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome and big up on a nice clean self. One.